I've come to Harrogate and I'm about to introduce you to a remarkable lady, a real character. Freda, 94 years young, and she desperately needed an Acorn Stairlift. Now she's invited us into the house, but she'll probably refer to her stairlift as Mary. There's a story, I'll come and tell you about it. Hello Freda, how are you? Freda, this home is very special to you, isn't it?
It is, definitely.
Tell me how long you've been here.
Since 1959. We bought it for £1,100. Yeah.
Can I ask you about your disability, Freda?
I was born this way.
Oh.
Partial. My right ankle is paralysed. So consequently, I can't move my foot. It just flops. And I have a dislocated hip. And I've always, well, everybody could see I had something wrong. And when you're a child, you get teased about it. But I didn't take any notice because I could soldier on like the rest. And it did me to good stead until the pandemic started. And then I had less exercise, and I'm sure that had something to, I blamed the pandemic for it, something to do with it. Suddenly I felt, mind you, with my age, it's age as well. And, but I got myself a wheeler, you know, to push outside. And the Red Cross lent me my wheelchair. So I have 6 very good friends, and they take me out. So I'm all right that way. And I've got a bunch of students coming to see me. Who wants to see an old woman like me? But they do. Well, first one of them was introduced to me from our church. Our vicar tried to measure people up against each other.
Lovely.
And this lovely girl, Hannah, 17, came to my house, and we hit it off straight away. And then after a while she said to me, my friends would like to meet you. I said, well, how do your friends know me? Oh, whenever I've been to you, they want to know what you've been telling them. So I said, well, bring them. So she brought 2 of them. But in the meantime, another one has joined us. And now and again, they come for afternoon tea. And you know, we have a really good time.
It's lovely that you've got so many people who care about you. A gentleman should never ask a lady her age. Would you forgive me if I did that? How old are you?
No, do. I don't mind. Everybody here in Bilton knows anyway.
How old are you?
94, next month.
Wow. You know, I suppose it would have been possible for you to have moved your life downstairs. You could have had portable this, portable that. Was that an option?
No.
Why?
No, I wouldn't like to have my bed in here. No. You see, no toilet down here, it's upstairs. So, and I'm not having a commode in the...
I love your independence. You are, you know, you tell it exactly as it is on the tin, don't you? You've always done that. I love that. You are determined to stay here.
All the time I can. I've just had a bath lift fixed as well. I tried it for the first time on Sunday and I fell asleep in it.
The great thing about what you've done here is that, you know, you've obviously had to make a decision, haven't you, to put an Acorn Stairlift in. Tell me about what you were thinking about.
I wasn't thinking at all, but I was getting frightened of coming down the stairs. Not so bad up, because I could crawl up, but coming down. And it's quite a steep staircase. And I sat here one evening and I thought, I've come to the crossroads here. I have to make up my mind. Do I want somebody come and live with me? No. Do I want to go in a care home? No. I want to stay here.
To actually get the stairlift, you had help from a friend?
Yes, I have. A friend who died about 3 years ago, or just under 3 years ago. And she gave me a legacy. And I put it in the bank, but never touched it. And I thought there may be something in the house that needed repairing, and I've got the money ready. And then, of course, it stayed there. And that evening, when I thought, well, I have come to the crossroads, I must make my decision now. And I sort of just looked through my radio chimes, and I saw the advertisement. And there was one for the other one as well, for Stunner. And I thought, well, this one looks good enough for me. So, without hesitation, I knew that was right. And next day I rang you, and the gentleman who takes orders came, very helpful, and he wanted to put it in on the Sunday. I think he came on a Friday. I said, no, not on Sunday. He said, well, what about next Wednesday? I said, yes, fine. And he came on Wednesday. Well, this single gentleman came, and he did the whole lot. And I've never walked up and down stairs since. Wonderful.
It has changed your life.
It has changed my life, and as I say, the best money I've ever spent.
And you have a name there for your stairlift, don't you?
Mary.
The lady who gave you the money.
Yes, Mary, yeah.
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 What was it like, the installation? Was it a hassle? Was it easy?
Not at all. It was a single gentleman, and he worked so hard. I mean, I couldn't understand how quickly he could get it going. And I can't praise him, you know, high enough.
And what about the reliability? Has it always done the job for you?
Wonderful, yeah. Yes, it has.
It's interesting because the staircase is quite narrow.
Yeah.
Did you wonder whether that could be fitted in effectively?
Well, exactly. And I didn't want the banisters removing because I thought I might, or somebody who's buying the house eventually might be glad of having 2 banisters, unless they want my stair lift.
What would you say to people who are worried about the stigma that comes with having a stair lift? There shouldn't be one. Some people say, oh, I don't want one because I want to be independent, but...
Oh, so did I. But there comes a point when you have to ask yourself, how independent do I want to be? Would I take the risk falling down the stairs when I had the money in the bank? Yeah.
What do your friends think when they come and see it? What's their reaction to it?
Oh, they're pleased for me. And they all wanted to see me go up and down, but now they've got used to it. They're not interested anymore. But children love it. If children come, they want to ride. And I use my, what you call it, the
remote control.
The remote, yeah. And tell them, don't touch anything. And they're very good. And I said, and don't scrape my walls with your shoes.
Do you take other things up with it when you go, obviously?
Well, all I take upstairs is my milk and my clean cup for the next morning, because I've got a kettle upstairs, and my handbag. And anything I want to come down, if it is my washing, I throw it down the stairs. And my big wash, you know, like bedding and towels and things, go to the laundry. And the man that comes, walks down the stairs carrying it. So really there's no heavy lifting or heavy weight besides me on that stair lift.
So you're self-sufficient in every sense of the word?
I am. Well, my morning starts, bathroom first, fill up my kettle, doesn't take 2 minutes to boil, back into bed, make my tea, back into bed. And then I meditate in the morning for half an hour. And that is wonderful. If I haven't got time to do that, my day isn't right. And then I get up and I have my shower. And then I get dressed. And when I'm dressed, I make sure my lipstick is on. I make my bed and come down, and I know upstairs is done. And then I have my breakfast in peace. And that takes me till 11 o'clock.
But what would you say to anybody who is thinking about getting a stairlift, an Acorn stairlift? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say I have never tried any other, but you couldn't get any better, I'm sure.
And those who are thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I?
Then I would say, well, come on, have a go on mine then.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, yeah.
One of the best decisions you've made?
It was the best decision. I think the best way I spent my money.
Your decision to have an Acorn Stairlift was actually a very simple one then, because it was a case of you either had one fitted or you would have had to leave home in some shape or form.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, and the doctor said to me, oh, well, we could make this comfortable for you. We could bring your bed down. I said, I'm not having my bed down here. I said, and what you call it, a commode? No way.
What do you think of Acorn as a company?
Wonderful. I mean, I haven't tried any other, but you couldn't get any better. That's all I can say, worth every penny. And people shouldn't sort of be hesitant and say, it's so expensive. But it isn't, because you get the benefit, definitely the benefit from it.
So you would have no hesitation
Of recommending them?
recommending?
Oh, no. Definitely not.